Hello everyone, welcome back to Starwars, and today I'm finally reviewing my ATST Raider set, but I'd first like to apologize for the background there of this sheet. While it is set up, this new area, it is not exact. I just need like 2 more thumbtacks. I don't actually have any more, but just try to ignore that. That should be fixed in future videos, but for now, I'm reviewing this Mandalorian set from the Mandalorian Season 1. I believe it was the first set to represent that TV show. But we're just gonna get right into it with the box here. So, it's a nice box art showing from the TV show. Here's the back of the box, which just displays some of the more functions and such, the standard, usual stuff that'll be on a box. But with the box out of the way, we're going to go zoom in a little bit and take a look at the instruction manual. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so here's the instruction manual that comes in the set. It's a decent sized instruction manual. This is like a $60 set. So it's not really, the biggest set. It's more of a moderate size set, but there's the front. Here's the back. Of course, nothing interesting on the inside, just boring instruction manual. It's not like it's a cool old one. You gotta love old instruction manuals. Gee, I don't know what Lego's doing with these ones nowadays, but you have a quick ad for the Lego Starwars Conquer Saga. It says 2020. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm gonna be trying to get that game anyway, but yep, here you can see the sets that were in the wave. This came out, I think, the first Rise of Skywalker wave. Quick little bit of advertisement, and yep, there's that. Alright, but I need to zoom back out again because we're going to be taking a look at the ATST, which before was not actually possible for me to review until I went into a new room and made the space bigger. So let's go ahead and get right into that. Alright, so here's the ATST Raider itself. Like, here's my hands kind of here for scale. It's pretty decently sized. And we're just going to start out from the bottom here, and I'm just going to try to bring this a bit closer as there's 3 stickers on each foot. It may be a little bit hard to see here. If you don't have this set and you want to see the stickers in a bit more detail, I just recommend quite literally going into Lego.com, finding the set, and just zooming in on the images if you're really that interested in the stickers. But that's really most of the stickers that's truly hard to see on there, but all these ones are very bright with the whites and the reds, and the browns actually make the whites stand out a lot. So remember, if you haven't seen the Mandalorian TV show, this is I'm not going to spoil really the episode that it came out in, but I'll only say this is, of course, a modified ATST because the show takes place after the Galactic Civil War. So, and clearly something happened to this ATST's legs, and it was repaired, hence all of the red and brown. Now, if we take a look at the side, you see some more sticker detailing. I like how they did this joint over here. That looks very nice, and in turn, speaking of joints, you can't really put it into any, good walking motions, maybe I'm not gonna risk having this thing fall over on camera. But I don't know what I think about hardly any posability. I think it's definitely within the realm of possibilities, but in terms of easy to build for children, just overall stability, I think it's probably best that we did this, even though it is a little bit of a shame. Moving back over to this leg, more detailing. I like this leg a lot because they use whip pieces here as wiring, which adds to the ruggedness of the entire thing. Now we can look on the back and we see 2 more stickers, quite a bit of stickers on the set, but overall I do think most of these stickers are put to good effect. You see a knob here, we'll get back to that in a second. A little bit more detailing with that. Overall, the wear detailing on this is very excellent. I can really feel that this is like the post-imperial, kind of it's something that someone just stole. They really made that go through very well. But one thing that I like here, you may be able to see there too well, but they actually used pieces that they use for painters to add some extra grilling. I apologize if you could not see that. But while we're here, this knob, while we're going to go to the head, this knob actually turns the head. Now, I love this function. It's an unbelievably simple geared mechanism. Like, it is a very, very, very simple geared mechanism. You can't really get too much simpler than this. The gear does not really detract from the value, but considering the value that it adds, it is a very worthy addition. It does kind of look like that the ATSC is just kind of moving on its own. Speaking of play features, additionally, to be able to turn it around, you can also bring your hand over here to one of these cones in the back and fire a pretty well hid spring-loaded shooter. Additionally, now this is the first weapon, which I think is done nicely. I like how they use that piece. Love the shield elements on this too, and that sticker. I believe this is the grenade launcher. Moving around to that side. There you can see they actually used a hammer element, another sticker. I think this is just like the normal dual blasters. Speaking of which, I apologize for that not being pushed in all the way. Sometimes I'm really just a bit of a freak if these Technic pins are not aligned correctly. My apologies, I don't have like OCD, but it's just something. Alright, but you can you can pose those, which is of course great. You can also pose those if you want to. I don't know, you can get like a very wacky looking ATST there. But I think that those are good pieces to use there. It's a shame we don't get the incredibly awesome red eyes in this, but you know, not the biggest deal. You know, I think these might be able to. Another sticker, an ingot piece, and looking back on the top, there's the hatch which can open. You have some clips for a minifigures, more clips up top, which also add some additional detail. I love the use of those pieces. But that's just about it for the exterior. I'm gonna be honest though next. The interior is by far the most disappointing part of this set. The interior is not very strong, and it is not that good. Now, of course, opening up the interior is very easily. You can get a minifigure in there. The first thing you probably just noticed is the green. Lego did that to be able to attach these side panels easily, but honestly, yeah, no. One thing you'd probably notice is that extra blaster in here. I like how they added that in. Once again, I apologize. A little bit hard. Yeah, that's good. But there is actually the only console, and guess what? This holds one minifigure. Come on. I've seen many people modify this to hold two minifigures, not to mention the minifigure's eyes don't even go up to the ATST's eyes. Come on, Lego, at least raise it up if you're gonna only add one minifigure, and at least give some controls for his hands. The only console is one that he can look out of. There's also some yellow there. Come on. The interior's a little bit of a disappointment, but let's move on to the minifigures in this set, which I think for a lot of people is the best part.